You better choose to stay. These words will remain and never fade away. This is poetry, only Tuesday. A-M-L.
Hello, Richard McDonald's Poetry. It's Pinky again, Jedediah Pink herself Mokwena, like I said last week or yesterday, or Memorable Monday. Today I'm shooting a video for Poeteauesday. I hope I pronounced that properly. Like I said, I'm a sugar shedding golden cocoa, a poet and a lover of all things environmental. For Poeteauesday, Richard sent me a quote: "Be the weed growing through the cracks and cement, beautiful because it does not know it's not supposed to grow there." I think this is so beautiful, considering actually we live in an age where we are constantly told what we're meant to be and what we're not meant to be, where we're meant to go and where we're not meant to go, and just really like conformity is the language or the word of the age, really. So with culture shaping how we view ourselves and how we view each other, I think it's most important for us to continue to be unconventional and unorthodox. Be ourselves, be the wild olive, as I always say, be the weed that grows through the cracks because it does not know it's not meant to be there. So I think it's just a code that encourages authenticity and being exceptional at who you are, despite what everybody else says. That's it from me. I have to go back and work. But yeah, thank you so much, Richard McDonald's Poetry, from me and my team. Goodbye for now.
So, we're here again with Thomas on Poeteauesday, even though it's still Monday, and a wet, rainy Bethlehem, even though the sun is starting to creep out, I guess. Monkey wedding. Okay, and Poeteauesday today, there is a poet named Ezekiel, one of my favorite current poets, and he has a poem called "Silence is Deadly." And one of the lines in his poems go as this: "Death is the equivalent to life when life is unmentioned. Death is the equivalent to life when life is unmentioned." Thoughts, pondering, feelings, anything?
Let me just think. Say it again.
Death
Yeah.
is the equivalent to life when life is unmentioned.
I don't know if this is exactly where he was going, but what I pick up is maybe a feeling of okay, I've got two ideas. I'm going to run both.
Go crazy.
The one is that if someone is ignored and there's no relationship, life is not mentioned. So in a sense, there's no existence besides yourself. Is the equivalent to death. So in a sense, death and loneliness has been paralleled. The other one is maybe because you mentioned it, but that if you're not speaking life, you're then speaking death. But then it brings in instead of having either speaking life or death, it's bringing it a little bit further, taking it a whole lot further, that if you are not speaking life, death is being spoken by default, which is actually pretty sick because it's really deep.
Deeper than telekinesis, deeper than your sister dying and you telling your nieces about.
Precisely. And because how often are we just talking a bunch of crap? So I think again it comes, this is tomorrow's thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What I said in our previous meeting which is actually this meeting. But anyway, is that whole thing of the words of a wise man versus the words of a fool. That a wise man's words are so much more calculated because they are there to uplift, they are there to provide life, where just normal words and just babble actually kind of is doing the opposite.
Yes.
So then speaking random that doesn't mean anything is in a sense possibly bringing death into a situation, which is quite convicting. However, I do still feel that normal talk is necessary, like to build a form of relationship. Maybe you're speaking to someone you don't know, but that those words, even if they're simple, can still bring life. So I think it's always going to come from the root of the word, where it originated. If the words you're speaking are originating in a heart of love, life is going to come out by default. It doesn't matter what you do. Where if there's emptiness, coming to my first interpretation of what he was saying is, if there's emptiness inside, the words are going to come out empty, and empty is parallel to death. Lonely is parallel to death. Yeah, that was way further than I originally wanted to do.
But I like it. It's a good interpretation. The poem is Silence is Deadly by Ezekiel. Link in the description below. Basically was speaking about like how deadly that silence is. You should watch the poem. It's brilliant.
I think you showed it to me actually.
So to end off, there is today, we kind of did play Babbling Bananas. It will come. So I pick today's end, and it is between Craig Ferguson or My Name, Your Name. I played My Name, Your Name with your spouse, and she won me. So I will go for the safe choice and do a Craig Ferguson.
Okay.
So always, Craig Ferguson had his like own talk show, the Late Late Show, and it was very funny, and he had games, and I'm just stealing one of his games. And basically, it is called Awkward Pause. So it's just to we end off with an awkward pause and go. Nice. Alright, thank you.
You better choose to stay. This res will remain and never fade away. This is poetry, only Tuesday.